Yeah, welcome back to the Bobcat Forever YouTube channel. We're down at the farm today. It's another beautiful day for the second week in November. I was watching one of the more popular YouTube shooting channels, and he was comparing a really cheap gun to a pretty good gun. And I got to thinking, you know, I have a fair number of cheap guns. So I brought some of them out today and just going to run some ammunition through them and see how they run. I'm going to start with my Phoenix Arms 22 long rifle. This was probably about a $140 gun back when I bought it, and I think you can still buy it for that price. So we'll start with it. Then after that I have a High Point CF380 that was probably about the same price, probably $139, $140. Then I have a High Point C9, which was probably more like $129 back when I bought it. And then the Heritage Rough Rider, which I suspect a lot of people own this gun. It's just a nice cheap gun, $119, and runs well, hits the target well for those who shoot well. Anyhow, so we're going to shoot just some rounds through them, see what jams and what doesn't jam, and we'll go on from there. First, shooting the Phoenix Arms, and I have some CCI standard velocity in the gun right now. And it is hot, so we'll see whether these fire. And those all fired. Now I have a mag of Remington Golden Bullet. And those all fired. And now loading with some CCI mini mags. And those all fired. Now I'll go repaint the steel and get back and shoot the 380. Now for the 380, all I have is this WPA 94 grain ammunition. And if I've had any issues with the High Point guns, it's generally been with magazines not feeding well. So we'll see. Okay, made it through the first mag. Now I'm not sure what this ammunition is. I had this loaded for a long time and just in the safe. So it's not the WPA. That one, failure to feed. So we had one failure there. Now back to the WPA ammo. This is actually a magazine for the High Point 995 carbine, but I think they fit all these guns. And it ran all of those. This aftermarket mag seems to work well in any of the Hi-Point guns. Well, we'll go repaint and then shoot the Hi-Point C9. So Hi-Point C9, again, if I've had any issues, it's usually with the magazine. And we're shooting Wolf ammunition out of this mag. And it ran all those well. And this second mag is MagTech ammunition. I don't think I'm hitting anything, but the gun's firing, but I wasn't hitting anything. So it ran all those okay. Now I'll go repaint. Of course, not that many of those hit the steel, so there's not a whole lot to repaint. Next, shooting the Heritage Rough Rider with Remington Golden Bullet. Actually remembered to turn the safety off this time. Got to remember, this is single action. I think that was it. Yeah. Of course, hard to make a revolver fail, so this always runs well. So I have a couple of cheap rifles to shoot as well, so I'll clean things up here again and then line up to shoot the rifles and see how they run. Now, next I'm going to be shooting some budget rifles. I have a Rossi RS-22 semi-automatic and a Rossi RB-22, which is a bolt action. The semi-automatic, I think I probably paid $119. The bolt action probably $129, another $10 more. So we'll see how they function. I'm going to start out with some CCI standard velocity, and then after that, going to shoot a magazine of Remington Golden Bullet. So we'll start out with the standard velocity. And I'm only at 10 yards away, so this is not a shooting competition. And that's all she wrote. And now the Remington Golden Bullet. And that's it. I'll go repaint the steel and we'll do the other one. And now the Rossi RB-22, starting out with the CCI standard velocity. And that's all she wrote. And now the Remington Golden Bullet. Amazing how easy it is to hit the steel with a rifle from 10 yards with a scope. And that's all she wrote. And as expected, both these guns ran well. I've never had an issue with them in the past. So for $120, $130 guns, got a fun rifle just to plink around with. Yeah, I have one more gun that's a little more pricey than these. It's still a cheap gun, but I may come up and run a few rounds out it as well. Yeah, I also brought my High Point 995 carbine, which is also a relatively cheap gun. I think I paid $260, $270 for this. So, and it's a fun gun to shoot. So we'll see if it functions. I loaded up just one mag with some cheap Wolf ammunition. So we'll see if it runs it. I think I'll need my ears for this one. And ran them all, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, so that was fun shooting some of the cheaper guns that I own, and for the most part they ran pretty well. When I do have an issue, usually it's a magazine issue, the bullet not being setting up high enough to be loaded. But anyhow, thanks for being down at the farm. Beautiful day. So everybody take care.